And this week, earlier in the week, our staff there came across an item that was picked up from a failed burglary in the year 2000, and it was actually set to be destroyed or discarded, but when they looked at it and examined it more closely, they realized how significant it was. It's actually the document that is issued from a Purple Heart medal, and it is the actual Purple Heart medal itself. It's the original one, along with other World War II medals that were issued in 1943 to a United States sailor, James Dillon Atkinson, that was killed on December 7th in 1941 aboard the USS Arizona during the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. And that is extremely significant. They've tried painstakingly all week to find some family member of Mr. Atkinson without success. They've tried to find somebody from the report that we took in the year 2000. The burglary was of a vacant house, and the victim that was listed was actually, at the time, in a assisted living care home in San Antonio. She has since died, and so far we're unable to find anyone related to Mr. Atkinson to claim the property. So we're asking for the public's help. We're asking for the media to help us out to see if we can find some relative of this United States service member who sacrificed his life in the defense of his country during the attack on Pearl Harbor. What we do know is that this sailor had family here in Lubbock. He had some siblings at the time. We have a couple of addresses, and in a minute we'll break off and do some individual interviews. We know that he had at least two sisters and maybe a brother who lived here at the time. We believe they're deceased. We can provide their names, and maybe there's some children of theirs. We think that the lady who had been living at that burglarized home was perhaps a niece of his. Again, we're working through some of those details. But again, we're at a loss right now, and when we are, just as in criminal investigations, we do always go out and seek the public's help via you guys, via the media. So that's what we're doing here. The one thing I want to point out for sure is that if we are not able to find somebody, rest assured this item, these medals, and this very significant historical document will not be destroyed, and it will not be discarded. We'll work with the U.S. Navy to see if perhaps they want it maybe to display at the USS Arizona Memorial, or maybe we'll work with the city leaders here to see if we display it here somewhere. This was a Lubbock kid, a Lubbock boy who went off to fight in World War II and gave that ultimate sacrifice, so it will be preserved completely. So again, I ask the public's help to help us find somebody related to this U.S. sailor to